members of the great county of Kisumu, I'm Obungu Sospita Oich, President SUFURIA Revolution Movement Kenya. I have called to give my reactions following the statements that were given out by Mr. Raymond OMOLLO. My people, let me first start by telling Mr. Raymond OMOLLO that the position you are holding today, you are not the first person, and most probably from the Luo community, to hold that position. That is the most senior-most position that you are holding today in this republic. But let me tell you this. The way you are running the affairs of that office, you will be judged with, because you are not doing things that are supposed to be done by you in that office. But instead, you want to make other people happy and not the people that have employed you and the taxpayers that are paying you the salaries to make sure that they work and you work for them. Mr. Raymond, we will ask you these questions by the time you will be out of that office. And it is very soon. We will ask you, where were you by the time people were killed in Kisumu? Where were you by the time 2 twins were murdered in Nyalenda? Where were you by the time people were killed in Siaya? What did you say by the time our people were being killed in Sondu? What did you do while our brothers, mothers, and sisters were dying out of police brutality in Migori? I can only recall that you were airlifted from Nairobi to Siaya just to visit one home of some chief. But you did not come to Kisumu even to say pole or to apologize on behalf of the government that you're serving about our people, that were about 10 families that died as a result of police brutality and frustrations. I want to tell you this, Mr. Raymond. I know that you are RUTO'S point man here in Nyanza. And you have started entering deeply into politics. And you are talking about succession of the Luo. Who tells you that we can follow you? We cannot follow Raymond OMOLLO. We cannot follow you, Raymond OMOLLO. We cannot follow you. You are a political amateur. You know nothing in politics. You have not supported any Luo. You have not played any politics that can make us follow you. We cannot discuss any succession politics with you. For your information, Baba is still there and will be in charge of the politics of the Luo Nyanza and Kenya at large, and even in 2027. So if at all anybody is trying to cheat you that Baba will not be there in 2027, therefore you have started doing the succession politics and even to succeed Baba in the Luo Nyanza, then my friend, you are daydreaming. Because today you are following Ruto, like some cow that is following some water somewhere in some river. My friend, we want to tell you this. As a Luo community, the first loyalty that we are pledging is to Raila Amolo Odinga. The second loyalty that we are pledging is to Raila Amolo Odinga. And the third loyalty is to Raila Amolo Odinga. Mambo ni matatu. First loyalty, Raila Amolo Odinga. Second loyalty, Raila Amolo Odinga. Third loyalty, Raila Amolo Odinga. Just go and kneel down to William Samoei Ruto. Don't try to tell us how we need to do our politics. Lastly, the kind of advices that you are trying to give the Luos, those advices cannot come and we cannot understand them. And they are coming at a point whereby we are not even ready to listen to those advices. Because after all, we cannot take advices from you. We know that there are some members of County Assembly of Kisumu that are under your payroll. You are paying them some money so that they praise you. There are people that are following you. Here in Kisumu, some from Siaya and some from Homa Bay, because you have some petty cash in your office. As we cannot follow you because of cash, we cannot follow you because of anything that you can call us around. With us, we are loyal to Raila Amolo Odinga, and that's it. Remember about the LUOS that have died in the hands of the government. LUOS that were betrayers. LUOS that betrayed their community. The Luo community. Their end result was death because of the government they were serving. And I'm telling you this today. Even you, one day you'll say that Obungo Witch said this. This government will use you bad. This government will use you badly. Sorry. This government will use you badly. Then later on they will dump you. And after dumping you, you will not be there. This is a very bad government. This is a very rogue government. This is not even government worth being in power. This government does not have any moral authority to be called a government, because it does not have any care about the less fortunate in the communities, because it doesn't have any care about the PWDs in our communities, because it doesn't have any care about the youths. It doesn't have any care about even the border guys or riders. This is not a government worth being in power. But I want to remind you of what your grandfather did. And it is in the history. Your grandfather betrayed Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. And we know it. The late OMOLLO. And that is what we are trying to do today. We are reminding you. You are there because you've done so that you betray. You are there because you have been given that opportunity so that you do bad things against your community, but we are trying to tell you that you will carry all the baggage with you. Thank you.